Welcome to Chapter 8 of The Sovereign Game by MJJ Taylor. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more chapters. Plus, check out the links below for the full book on Amazon and other projects. Chapter 8. Protect the throne above you. Protect power above you to preserve power below. Interpretation. Power flows downward, but it begins above you. Every throne you seek to rise toward already casts a long shadow. Too many ambitious souls forget this truth and try to climb too fast, too openly, or too recklessly, only to find themselves swatted from the ladder by the very hand they wanted to replace. Protect the throne above you is not about obedience or surrender. It's about understanding that the person above you holds the keys to your ascent, but also the blade that can cut your rise short. Those in power rarely fear the enemy outside their walls. They fear the one standing closest to their seat. History is full of brilliant, capable figures who rose too visibly, threatened their king or master too soon, and paid for it with exile, ruin, or death. Protecting the throne above you means letting those who rule feel safe in your presence. It means guarding their power so well they forget you could ever want it for yourself. It means being indispensable while never looking like a rival. It's the art of patience, of climbing without shaking the ladder, of making every person above you believe your loyalty is their shield, not their threat. The path to power isn't a sprint, it's a dance. And in this dance, you don't step on the shoes of the one leading, even if you dream of leading yourself. Make them feel secure. Make them believe you're their greatest ally. And when the throne above you finally empties, you'll already be seated in the minds of everyone watching. Historical example, Zhuge Liang and Liu Bei. The wise adapt to the ruler they serve, waiting for the heavens to change. Zhuge Liang, Three Kingdoms era. During the chaotic era of China's Three Kingdoms, 220 to 280 CE, Liu Bei was a warlord seeking to restore the Han dynasty. Among his greatest assets was Zhuge Liang, a brilliant strategist who could have claimed power for himself. His intellect, foresight, and skill in both war and politics outshone many rulers of his time. Yet Zhuge Liang never threatened Liu Bei's position. He protected it fiercely, becoming his most loyal counselor. When rivals sought to undermine Liu Bei, Zhuge Liang devised plans that not only defended their territories, but safeguarded Liu Bei's claim to legitimacy. Even after Liu Bei's death, Zhuge Liang dedicated his life to protecting the throne of Liu Bei's young son, refusing opportunities to crown himself despite widespread recognition of his genius. By shielding the throne above him instead of reaching for it prematurely, Zhuge Liang built an empire of influence. His loyalty won him unshakable trust, his wisdom shaped a dynasty, and his name survived centuries as a symbol of brilliance, unthreatening to power, yet irreplaceable beside it. Modern example, Indra Nooyi's strategic succession at PepsiCo. Leadership is hard to define, and good leadership even harder. But if you can make people believe you are protecting what matters to them, you never lead alone. Indra Nooyi. Indra Nooyi rose to become CEO of PepsiCo in 2006, one of the most influential women in global business. But her climb was not reckless. She understood that leadership succession in corporate empires is as political as royal courts. Ambitious executives rise, only to be cut down for threatening the authority above them. Nooyi mastered the art of protecting the throne she served before she ever sat on it. As a strategist under then CEO Steve Reinemund, she positioned herself not as a challenger, but as a guardian of his vision, strengthening his legacy while introducing her own bold ideas. She made every superior feel safer with her beside them than without her. By the time her turn came, no one saw her rise as a coup. It felt natural, inevitable, deserved. She had shown she could protect power before she ever wielded it, making her the obvious heir when the throne opened. Folktale, the Second Falcon, Persia, 13th century. A Persian king kept two falcons on his arm. One always tried to fly higher than the other, eager to outshine its twin. The other falcon circled faithfully, watching the skies, never challenging the king's grip. One day the ambitious falcon soared above the king's head, startling him. Fearing betrayal, the king shot it down. He turned to the second falcon and said, "The sky is wide enough for both of us, but not if you try to take it from me before I let go." The tale was told in Persian courts for generations as a reminder. Do not reach for the throne while the hand holding it still fears you. Protect it, guard it, and one day it may be yours without bloodshed. Tactical placement. Ambition without patience is suicide. The sovereign in waiting understands that every seat of power above them is both a gate and a trap. Those who hold it scan constantly for threats, and the closer you stand, the more dangerous their suspicion becomes. Protecting the throne above you is a deliberate, disciplined art. You make yourself essential to its stability. You guard it from external attack, defend it in public, and ease its burdens in private. You let those in power feel that your loyalty is armor around their reign, not a dagger waiting for their back. This doesn't mean you abandon your ambition. It means you sheath it, polish it, and keep it hidden until the moment you can draw it without risk. As long as the throne is occupied, you act like its truest defender, allowing time and circumstance, not your impatience, to open the seat for you. When it does, no one will see your rise as treachery. They will see it as destiny finally claiming its rightful place. Apply this in relationships. Make mentors or influential figures feel safer with you, close, never threatened by your growth. Leadership. Show loyalty upward before you expect loyalty downward. Protect your leader's name, even in their absence. Manipulation. Become the shield others rely on so deeply that replacing you feels impossible. Friendship. Be the ally who guards confidences and reputations, earning trust that lasts long after leaders shift. Reversal. There are times when the throne above you is rotten, dangerous, or holds you in chains. Protecting such power makes you complicit in its cruelty. A true sovereign knows the difference between patience and cowardice. There are moments where you must step out of line, challenge the throne, or break it entirely. The art is knowing when that moment truly serves your rise and when it simply leads you to ruin. Power principles. The throne above you is both a shield and a sword. Respect its reach. Protect power to inherit it. Threaten it too soon and you'll never touch it. Loyalty buys you trust that ambition alone cannot. Patience sharpens opportunity. Reckless hunger dulls it. Thrones are rarely taken cleanly. They are handed down to those who made themselves safest to receive them. Closing thoughts. The path to power is littered with the bones of those who reach too high, too fast, without calming the hand above them. Ambition burns brightest in the patient, not the reckless. Zhuge Liang shaped kingdoms by shielding the throne before ever dreaming of his own. Indra Nooyi became a legend because she understood that leadership is not seized, it is entrusted. A falcon that flies higher than its king too soon is a falcon that does not fly again. Power rises cleanly when you've built a bridge, not a battlefield. Protect the throne above you, not to worship it, but to keep it steady until it's ready to be yours. The throne that fears you will destroy you. The throne that trusts you will one day lift you into its seat.